Morning, folks. Day soap is Cella. It's been a little while since I've shaved with this one here. It starts out with 5.2 ounces. This is what's left in the container here. Yeah, I'd say what? Maybe more than halfway empty. Been using this one here for a while. I've got more than one of these just in case this one here finally empties out. I'm going to be following the shave out with Barbedeaux. Scent profile on Barbedeaux, from what I understand, it's supposed to be a citrus scent. My nose doesn't pick it up. Also, this container is a little big. You can't see that. That's 6.4 ounces. That's a little bit of aftershave there. Anyway, I really do like this aftershave. It does wonders for my face. It feels pretty good. I've got Cella whipped up here with a this particular brush. It's got a synthetic knot. Got a little bit of lather whipped up in the fine accoutrements lathering bowl here. It whipped up pretty good. Didn't take no time at all. I still like this scent. I think I always will. I don't think I'll ever change my mind on that one. The shaver of the day. This one here I picked up off eBay for just under $14 shipped. And this is Valet AutoStrop. There we go. I'll get it out. Of course, it didn't come with the leather strop or anything quite like that. Just the razor itself, and got a feather blade that's in there. And if you're not accustomed to seeing one of these, this one here, how you get the one way. That's part of the mechanism there, getting the blade in. You might be able to tell on each end right there that it's kind of curved like a hook, and the blade actually fits right up into those curved areas. So each end of the blade is covered. Very good idea. For some of us folks need those little corners covered up so we're not gouging ourselves. Anyway, I'll go ahead and get started with the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This is the Preshave cube that's a Holliday scent. And yep, that's all that's left on that one there. But thought I'd give this one, I haven't shaved with one of these in quite a while. It may have been more than a year, so. It's a unique shaver. Like I said, picked this one up pretty cheap, and it's in good shape. There's a bit of a history with AutoStrop. I'll try to remember, put a link down below if I find one on the history. It's been a while since I've looked. But the history of the AutoStrop goes back a ways. For me, I find it very interesting. All the effort they put into getting where you can run a leather strap to it. Help keep the edge on your blade. You can kind of tell there's a little bit of thought went behind making this shaver. You can kind of tell that pre-shave doesn't take very long to work up the lather on it. Work it into the skin. Get those whiskers ready to go. Today's Wednesday. And a lot of people around us got rain. I didn't get any rain at my house. And I needed to mow. And it is very dusty out there. Kind of messed with my sinuses, that's for sure. Kind of tell there's a knurling. It's not overdone. It's not pokey or uncomfortable, but it is there. We'll go ahead and get started here. Oh, guess we're to this lather. Yeah, it's one of those mornings. Gonna need a couple of cups of coffee. Scent, I've had this tub for a while, and the scent is still very much present. How I got started on Cella was good long while back. I saw a video from Anthony Esposito, the Stallion, and he had mentioned that he thought that Cella was an underrated soap. Thought I'd give it a try. and I was kind of surprised on how well it performs. Especially at the price. Last time I bought this, I bought mine on sale, so everyday going price is probably going to be a little bit different. I think it's right around the $10 mark, which is not too bad for just over 5 ounces of soap. Especially at today's going prices on some of the artisan soaps, anywhere from $15 to $25 or on up. 5 ounces, that's a pretty good buy. To me, it seems like it's got plenty of slickness. At least per my nose, I don't find the scent off-putting by any means. Like I said, it whips up pretty darn quick. Not a whole lot of effort in working up the lather. It's almost like the Preshave soap. It was pretty quick. Temperatures are finally dropping around here. Lows are getting down below the 60s. The highs are down. Matter of fact, I think yesterday's high was maybe 77. Even though it's going to warm back up the next few days, but still, at least we're looking at maybe getting a little bit of the fall weather. At least that's the hope. Yeah, you can kind of tell this is pretty easy to whip up. You don't take a whole lot of effort. Some folks relate this scent to cherry almond. I say my nose is not the best in the world. Barbedeaux may actually have a citrus scent to it. My nose doesn't pick it up. Alright, here we go. Across the grain. It is pretty easy to shave with this. Easy to find the angle. You do notice the blade, but it's not alarming by any means. But you do notice it being there as it cuts through the whiskers. And especially for a shaver like this, you pick it up for under $14 ship. That's a pretty good buy. I guess you might say in the single edge world, it's not the most popular. Probably has something to do with the blade that it takes. You do have to use a feather blade. And I'm not talking about a DE blade either, it's single edge. Same one you will use in a one blade core or hybrid or Genesis or something along those lines. It's that kind of blade. I'll show you what it looks like here in a moment. To me, I found loading the blades not that tough either. There's probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or so different models of Valet AutoStrop. With slightly different blade loading mechanisms. My nose is itching this morning. About to drive me nuts. I have plenty. There's enough lather in here for at least a whole nother shave. One of my typical aftershaves I might use with this scent, this one here, or anything that's like an almond scent, I like using brute. Those two combinations work well with my nose. It is surprising to me just how easy it is to use. I don't have, myself, I don't find myself struggling finding the angle. There's just enough blade feel there. To command respect for the shaver and the blade. So if you already have something that takes one of these blades, maybe worth a try to find one of these on the cheap like I did. Give it a try. I wouldn't let the, how you say, the complexity of how all that looks deter you. Here on the back side, like I say, just push it up. Front drops down, and you got these two little clips that kind of swing over. Probably gonna put this down my waist so I'll make sure I don't mess up and catch an edge. Kind of works out better that way. What it looks like on the underside. So like I say, it's one of these kind of blades, feather blades. Same kind of using a one blade core. There's really not a whole lot to the shaver. I mean, it's just that simple. And this particular one, it was pretty easy. The handle disconnects there. Not a whole lot to it. It, like I say, it looks well to a degree, especially when it was made back then. Somewhat complex razor, but once you see the ins and outs on how to get it to open up and put the blade in, it's not that big of a deal. Now, as it goes for using the strop, that's a different animal. I have more than one AutoStrop. I just don't have one that has a leather strop to go with it, so I've never had the opportunity to use one. So I really can't speak much to how much fun it is to use the leather to strop your blade. But I do find it very interesting that back then that they put that much effort into a razor. That should tell you something. After all these years, guys are still trying to improve their shave. Which is not a bad thing by any means. I think it's interesting. We got some pretty good shavers out there nowadays. Not that there weren't back in the day. I mean, face it, still using this one here. There's a number of shavers out there that are still being used today that's, you know, well past 50 years old. And still being used. Yeah, that I'd tell you something. Well designed. Just a little bit of stinging, oddly enough, on each side or over here, but not a whole lot. It's just when the whiskers, when it's slicing through the whiskers, it's just enough to let you know that it's there. Nothing, you know, the words, you know, scary or anything like that. It's relatively a pretty smooth shave. Stirling witch hazel, unscented, but it is mentholated. It is getting low. I don't know if you'll find another one as cheap as what I found. I was very surprised. There's, I might be able to clean it up just a little bit right through there. But I mean, it is in really good shape. It had some, I guess you might say, patina on there. I cleaned it up a little bit. You know, in other words, it came dirty. Had to do some scrubbing on it. Put it in some hot water. Non-dishwashing oil, liquid that is, not oil, and just took a toothbrush and scrubbed on it with the toothbrush and got a lot of it off and cleaned up quite nice. And it's for under 14 bucks shipped. That was an excellent buy. You can find these things, in other words, on eBay. You just got to be patient and keep looking. Be determined to find one, in other words. Barbedeaux. Tell you what, this is a big bottle. Compared to what you normally find your aftershaves in, this one here is good size. My nose does not pick up citrus. I want to say fougere is what I'm picking up, but you know, my nose is, some mornings is pretty messed up, so it's probably not the intent. But as soon as you put this on your skin, at least for me, I just feel it going to work. It feels great. For me, yes, it goes for buy this aftershave for what it does for you, for your face, not necessarily for the scent. I can't put my finger on. I know this scent somewhere. One of these days I'll figure it out. But to me, it's a nice aftershave. I really do like it. This is definitely good stuff for me. Sure do appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing well on Hump Day. Take care of yourself. Stay safe, stay healthy, and smooth shakes to you.